everybody! Today let's join Captain Discovery as we explore the secret behind the door of one of the largest king crab factories in the world.
Oh yeah.
In 2002, fishermen in Alaska caught 4.5 million pounds of king crab, with a total value of $43 million. Have you ever wondered how the process unfolds from catching king crab at sea to reaching consumers? And why is king crab so expensive? The average price of king crab is around $50 to $60 per pound. We'll explore in today's video.
Meu Deus!
Olha isso! Vamos precisar de uma mesa maior, capitão!
Meu Deus!
Não vai caber!
Isso é pesca de caranguejo!
Vamos precisar de uma mesa maior, capitão!
Don't forget to subscribe to the Captain Discovery channel to support us in creating more fascinating content.
Isso é pesca de caranguejo!
King crab, with its unique size and flavor, has been known since the 19th century in the Bering Sea and the North Pacific. Initially, Russian fishermen were the first to harvest this type of crab. By the 1960s, king crab began to become popular in the United States after being discovered by Alaskan fishermen and introduced to the market. The appearance of king crab in the US not only created a culinary frenzy, but also stimulated the rapid development of the seafood industry. At its peak, king crab production in Dutch Harbor, Alaska reached its maximum in 1966 with 33 million pounds.
Commences in March. It is also the season for mating and reproduction. The male locks the female firmly with his claws. The king crab does not swim, but walks the ocean floor on legs that sometimes have a span of 5 feet.
By the end of the 1970s and early 1980s, king crab production in Bristol Bay, Alaska, reached its highest level in history with 200 million pounds in 1981. So what made king crab such a valuable specialty today?
Frozen crab meat in the shell has found wide favor on the American market. After cooking, the legs are washed and polished and placed on portable racks.
To answer that question, let's explore the journey from when king crab is harvested to becoming a premium food, through each step of this interesting production and canning process. Have you ever wondered how fishermen can catch those king crabs in the vast ocean? Follow me aboard and set sail right now to find out the answer. As night falls, the Bering Sea begins to shimmer under the cold winter moonlight. On the deck, a group of brave fishermen is preparing for a challenging journey, catching golden king crabs, one of the rarest and most expensive seafood in the world. The trip begins from Dutch Harbor, one of Alaska's most famous seaports. The ship, Kingfisher, glides through the sparkling water, ready to face storms and rough seas. On board, Captain Chad Roberts, with decades of experience, leads the crew through many arduous fishing seasons.
That's a nice looking pond! Big boys!
Big mamas!
Tudo bem por aí, Papalego?
That's what we want right there!
Oh yeah! That's a lot of crabs! Pow!
Winter is the best time to catch golden king crabs. During this period, the crabs move into shallower waters to find food, making it easier for fishermen to set traps. The fishing process begins by dropping huge traps onto the seafloor. These traps are specially designed to attract crabs without harming other marine species. The fishermen use herring and mackerel as bait, two of the king crab's favorite foods.
Small crab are going to be trapped in the pot. So what we've done is we've integrated what they call escapement web in, which allows the undersized, the juvenile crab to escape out through these big panels, which is unique to any other crab fishery to have escapement web in the tunnel.
Have you ever wondered why all the fishing traps are pink? In the shadowy depths of the ocean, where golden king crabs dwell around 1,200 feet below the surface, fishermen use pink pots as a strategic tool informed by marine biology and environmental adaptation. Each fishing trip can last from a few days to several weeks, depending on weather, conditions, and number of crabs caught. Throughout the journey, the crew faces fierce storms and waves up to 10 meters high. Many times, the ship has to pause to avoid the storm, ensuring the safety of the entire crew.
See right here? You're stuck in the middle. That's a nice looking pond. Shitstorm.
Sai daí, vai cortar as iscas, sai daí, sai logo, vai. Eu não preciso ficar aqui, eu posso pescar em outros lugares.
After the traps are set, the next task is to check and harvest them. Fishermen must haul the heavy traps from the seafloor, each containing hundreds of crabs. The large golden king crabs with their long legs and hard shells are carefully selected. The fishermen can only keep the crabs that meet size and weight standards. Those that do not meet the standards are returned to the sea to ensure the sustainability of the seafood resource. After many hard days at sea, the crew returns to Dutch Harbor with tubs full of golden king crabs.
I do love the ocean though. There is that risk factor of going out, doing something that not everybody can do.
So, after being caught, how are the crabs processed and transported? On the boat, crabs undergo careful sorting to transfer only those that meet size and quality standards back to the factory. What happens to crabs that do not meet size and weight standards? Crabs that do not meet the standards are returned to the sea to protect the natural seafood resources. After sorting, king crabs are immediately transported to processing plants to ensure freshness. Did you know that the transportation process from sea to factory often takes less than 24 hours to ensure maximum quality? How does the king crab processing process take place? Crabs are thoroughly cleaned with cold water or salt water to remove mud, sand, and other foreign materials. Then the body and legs of the crab are cut for convenient packaging and use. The factory uses modern equipment, including robots, to ensure accuracy and efficiency. How is king crab packaged and preserved before reaching consumers? After processing, crabs are safely packaged. Processed crab legs are placed in cleaned and sterilized boxes or cans. The boxes or cans are then sealed to keep the crabs preserved for a long time, without contamination or damage. Finally, crabs are quickly cooked in boiling water or steamed to ensure freshness and easy shell removal, then rapidly frozen to preserve their fresh flavor. Before reaching consumers, each box of king crab must undergo a final quality inspection. Products that do not meet standards will be discarded. Finally, the crab boxes are packed into cartons and shipped to stores across the United States and worldwide. One interesting fact is that each packaged box of king crab can be preserved for up to 12 months without losing flavor and nutrition. Now, have you answered why king crab is expensive? King crab harvesting and processing in the United States not only focuses on productivity and profit, but also pays special attention to environmental protection. King crab processing plants must strictly adhere to environmental regulations and measures set by management agencies, such as NOAA Fisheries and Alaska Department of Fish and Game. These regulations include using specially designed crab traps to minimize bycatch and protect juvenile crabs, ensuring that only crabs meeting size requirements are allowed to be harvested. Additionally, harvesting vessels must install satellite monitoring systems and have detailed reports on catch quantities to ensure transparency and compliance with regulations. In addition to the above measures, king crab processing plants also implement many green initiatives to minimize environmental impact. They use recirculating water tanks to keep crabs alive under optimal conditions before processing, reducing the need for fresh water and limiting pollution. The plants also invest in modern technology to optimize processing, minimize waste, and enhance resource utilization efficiency. Recycling and waste treatment are also carried out rigorously to ensure no harm to the surrounding environment, contributing to the protection of marine ecosystems and maintaining sustainable king crab resources for the future.
Hey, baby!
Thanks for exploring the king crab production process with us.
Look at that! That's beautiful!
If you're amazed by the blend of technology and craftsmanship we showcased, like, share, and comment your thoughts below.
Yeah, baby!
Don't forget to subscribe to Captain Discovery for more interesting journeys.